What's up guys, today I'm going to be making a video giving you 10 different items that I think will make your video production better for drum covers. I know there's a lot of people out there that ask me what do I use, what are some things that are great, and I also know Christmas is right around the corner. There might be some moms out there don't know what to get your kids, they're into drums, and you just don't know what to get them because they're into drums but you're not, and you might want to surprise them. Of course they're telling you all these things that they want, but you want to surprise them with something. So this video is for you, and it's also for people that just don't know what to get to make their video production a little better. So with saying that, the first few items are GoPro items, but it's kind of obvious. GoPro is very good for doing drum covers because it's small, portable. You could fit it anywhere around your drum cage. You can make it wide, get a good angle. So the first thing I would recommend is a GoPro. This is the GoPro Hero 8. The one that you purchase don't have to be an 8. As long as it's a GoPro 5 and up, that's all you need for drum covers. You're not gonna really be able to see the difference for a drum cover. The 5 is good all the way up to the 8. The video quality are all good on these things. So that is the first thing that I would recommend, is a GoPro. Like I said, the reason why they're good is because they're small, you could fit them anywhere, and they shoot for long periods of time. On the 8, you could actually go live and do a good live stream with your GoPro from your YouTube, or on your YouTube or your Facebook, whatever you want to do, it'll do a good live stream as well. So that's number one, a GoPro. So before I tell you the second thing I think you should get to make your video productions better, I'm sure most people watching this video have a cell phone. If you get a GoPro and then you have a cell phone as well, a cell phone camera is very good as well. So if you have both of those, you can have a 2-angle video productions thing going on, and then you have 2 different angles. Most drummers only do 1 or 2 angles. That's all you need. There's a lot of drummers out there that go crazy and it looks cool and it is good, but you don't need that to have a good production. All you need is 1 or 2 cameras. As long as they're at a good angle where everybody can see what you're doing, that's all you really need. Just to throw that out there so you guys know, if you have a cell phone, you're good. If you have a cell phone and a GoPro, you're extra good. You could do 2 different angles. So I'm just putting that out there before I tell you my next product that I think you should get to make your production a little better. Okay, so the second thing I would recommend is from GoPro as well. It's the handlebar seat post pole mount. You're probably asking yourself, what the heck, why is that important to make your videos better? But remember what I said about your GoPro can go anywhere, can be put anywhere. To be able to do that, you can't just set your GoPro anywhere. You gotta have this little thing right here. All drum sets have hardware, which are round 99.8% of the time. I haven't seen hardware that's not round. What you could do is you put that, I don't know if you can see that, but you put this in between it and you tighten it down, put your GoPro, and you can mount this. It twists on top, so you can put whatever angle you want, wherever you want. So that's why this is very important, because to be able to put that GoPro anywhere you want, you do need an attachment like this to be able to put it on any type of hardware that you want. So that is the second item that I would recommend. The third item I would recommend literally does the same exact thing, but it's important to have this one because it's a little more convenient than that one. That one's nice, it's easy, it's the same. But this one right here, it's called Jaws. They call it Jaws because you do that and you can literally put it anywhere. But it goes anywhere, it does whatever you want. I would definitely recommend this. If you don't get that, this is a very good item to help your production, because you can put this anywhere, and then if it's not perfect, you can just move it. Very good. It makes a lot of racket, but this one's been in a lot of salt water. This is a very good product. You're probably wondering, asking yourself, why the heck did I do 2 mounts in the same video? Mainly because remember what I said about your cell phone GoPro. This right here, if you get this mount, you could put a cell phone on this one and then your GoPro on that one. That one will only take a GoPro, but this one will take a GoPro and a cell phone. So then you can mount your 2 angles that I was talking about. So these 2 items right here are very important. If you don't have these 2 items, you could always use a tripod. That's not on my list, but you could always use a tripod. But these hide better. Nobody really sees them if you're playing in front of an audience, which I do. Most of my covers are live at my church. So I use these items so nobody can really see what's going on. I don't have tripods put up everywhere around me. I just have these things and they look great and they do a good job. They don't move, they don't fall down, they do a good job. So that was number 3. The 4th thing on my list is some in-ear headphones. You're probably thinking this is gonna cost a lot of money, but these are pretty cheap on Amazon. They're like $34, I think. By the way, all these products I'm talking about, the link will be in the description so you can check out pricing. I will have pricing and then I will have the link. But these headphones are very good. I think they're like $30-something. And dude, these sound extremely good. And if you're making drum covers, the reason why it's important for you to have these, so you could have them in your ear, hear what you're doing, and then play the music without it being on big speakers so your cameras are picking up the sound and then your drum microphones are picking up the sound. I mean, that's just horrible. So it's very important to get you a good set of headphones, in-ear headphones that are, you know, so you really can't see them on camera if they're this color. I mean, they kind of hide well. So that's my 4th item that I would recommend, because a good set of headphones are always important. Okay, so product number 5 on my list is gonna be different. You're probably gonna be wondering, what the heck? But if you just keep in mind with the title, these are 10 things to make your production better doing drum covers. So that's why I added this product in this video. It's a DJI Osmo Mobile. What you do is you put your phone in here, and then say you have a second guy, second person that's there just watching you do drum covers. You know, he's bored, he's just sitting there. Put your cell phone in here, turn it on, have him just walk around while you're playing drums, while you're making a drum cover. And then no matter how trashy or how garbage that guy is at recording, this is gonna make him seem a lot better, because no matter how shaky he gets, it's not on right now, by the way, but no matter how shaky he gets, it's gonna stay pretty dang smooth. I mean, it's not gonna be all bumpy, shaky. It's gonna be very good, professional, quality, smooth footage, just because of this DJI Osmo. So that's why I would recommend this. It's a very good product. I've had it for a while now. I've used it on several of my videos, and a lot of those videos did really well. A lot of people said that it was, you know, a good shoot, which it was. I had a guy that was running it. He don't know nothing about video, but he knew how to hold something, and he just walked around and it looked good. Just keep in mind, the price of that will be down there with a link. Okay, so item number 6 is a little pricey, but if you're a drummer, you really need this. If you're just getting your audio from a camera and then putting it on top of the music, it sounds like trash. That's not the way to make a drum cover. Your quality is gonna be straight garbage. You need an interface, and the one I would highly recommend, and I use all the time, I have it in the box, but I use it all the time. I just keep this as a case. This is nothing but a case. But this is the one I would recommend. It's the Scarlett 8-channel, I think it's 8-channel, 2nd generation. I think they go for $400 now. When I got it, they were $500, but it's highly recommended. Your snare, tom 1, tom 2, cymbal, kick, 6, 7. So that is 7 channels that you're gonna use. And if there's an 8th one, if you want to put a mic on your hi-hat to get really special. So it speaks for itself, very good product. You do need an editing program to run this, like Logic or Pro Tools. What I use is Logic. I would recommend Logic as well. It's not on my list, but if you are looking for something to get your kid for Christmas or something, or his birthday, Logic is I think it's like a $150 program. But what he can do with that program, there's no limits. He could do anything with that program when it comes to audio or sound or making music. So that's the one I would recommend. We get to which editing program I recommend in a minute. Okay, so item number 7 is very important. Most drummers or most camera people that's not really good at it take it for granted and don't really use it, and their videos end up looking like garbage with a lot of noise, all grainy, even though they have a 4K camera or a 1080p camera. It's still gonna look like trash if you don't have a good light. So if you're recording in your room and you're only using the light that's on your ceiling, that's not gonna cut it. It's gonna look like complete trash. So the light I would recommend is called the Cube. I will put it up on the screen because I am using that one right now. I'm using 2 lights for this little talking session here, but I'm using that one and I'm using another one here. I will put it up on the screen so you can see it. It's also in the description, but I would highly recommend this light. It's bright, it's freaking bright. It's brighter than you would think. I would recommend 1 or 2 of those. You might be able to get away with 1, but you might want to use 2. It looks very small because it is small, but it's extremely bright. So that light I would recommend to bring your videos to life. One thing a lot of drummers don't understand when they're doing drum covers is lighting. Lighting is extremely important. You could have a trash garbage camera And if you have enough light, it's gonna look flawless. It's gonna look good. So that's very important. Light, you don't have to buy the one I recommend. You can go on Amazon and just look around. A light is very important to make sure your video production is at high standards and looks really good. Okay, so item number 9, it's really not an item, it's a software, but it's Final Cut Pro. Final Cut Pro is a good editing software to edit your drum covers in. I actually switched over to Premiere because I edit for a TV show now, and I edit for so much other things, and I collab with people when I edit. Final Cut don't have that feature. But if you're just doing drum covers, Final Cut is perfect. I used Final Cut for about 2 years before I switched. And Final Cut, if you're just doing drum covers, you could actually make a freaking movie with Final Cut. But since you can't collab with Final Cut, I don't use it. But for you, a drummer, or if you're thinking about buying a good editing software for your kid, Final Cut Pro is the way to go. It's easy, self-explanatory. It's a very good program. I would highly recommend getting Final Cut Pro. It's about $300. I won't have the link. The only way to get that would be have an Apple computer, and then you go to the App Store, type in Final Cut Pro, and you buy it. Say you don't have an Apple computer, you have a Windows computer, then I would recommend Premiere Pro. I think that's like $20 a month. There's no way of paying it one time, you have to pay monthly. So that's what I would recommend if you have a Windows, and I would recommend Final Cut Pro if you have a Mac. The 10th thing I would recommend on this video for making your production better on a drum cover channel or your drum covers is a good set of lapel microphones. You're probably wondering, what the heck? I'm playing drums, I'm not talking. I promise you, if you do drum covers long enough, you're not just gonna be doing drum covers. You're gonna wanna talk to your audience, get engaged with your audience, and you're gonna need a good microphone to do that. You don't wanna just take a microphone off of your drums and start talking and do it that way. It looks tacky. Get you a good lapel microphone. The one I would recommend are the Rode. I'm going to pop it up on the screen because right now I am using them. These are the ones I would recommend. The pricing and everything is down in the description. But trust me, a good set of lapel microphones are very handy and needed if you're going to have a channel or if you're going to make content, period. So that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. That is 10 things I think will make your production better for drum covers, or really any production, to be honest with you. So if you like this video, send it to your mom. Hopefully she'll buy you something on here that you want. Send it to your dad, anybody you want to, or just send it to a friend and say, look at this idiot. He don't know what he's talking about. But either way, if you enjoyed the video, hit the like button. If you hated it, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video.